Most of our NHS customers are moving away from the HSCN private network, and this means that they need to replace it with something at least equally secure, ideally more secure. And this is where SASE, Secure Access Service Edge, comes in. Now, we can use this to provide them with SD-WAN connectivity, which gives them secure site-to-site connectivity, but it also allows us to provide secure internet access and provides secure access to the private applications which they may still be hosting in the data center or in any cloud. Now, this is really important when you start thinking about EPR systems that might be hosted in a cloud, and the ability to actually give secure access to those systems in a very controlled way, meaning that we don't have to do a big bang migration. We can do user by user or site by site migrations to those systems is really useful. In a SASE solution, we look at the identity of the user. Is the user safe? Have they been under an MFA attack? Are they logging in from unusual locations? Things like that. We also look at the device. Is the device safe? Has it had its updates? Is the antivirus up to date? Is the firewall turned on? And then we also look at context, other things that we can use to determine whether it's a safe connection or not. And based on all of this, we then make a decision to allow the connection or not. And this is done on a per session basis, so it's really granular. For auditing and compliance, we actually look at all of this data and we can confirm back to the auditors that the connections that were supposed to happen actually happened, and the connections that were supposed to be blocked were blocked. Another benefit of the SASE solution is that we have digital experience monitoring built in. So not only do we know whether the problem was with the user's machine, with its internet connection, or actually the SaaS provider itself, we can actually tell you exactly where it happened and when it happened. We also help the user to self-remediate. We help the user to fix their own problems, so there's less calls coming in. So features like this are really important because they actually allow the solution provider, so for example, the EPR system, whether the problem sits with the EPR system, whether it sits with the data center, whether it sits on the internet, whether it sits with the end user at home, perhaps with their home Wi-Fi. So all of these things really come together to help make sure that any applications that are being rolled out are actually successful. To support remote healthcare professionals, we have some features built into the platform that really optimize how they can work from anywhere. And this is really important because we need to be able to find the people with the right skills and employ them wherever they may be. And features like Quick and Masky, which allow us to transport the data in a very efficient way compared to legacy VPN solutions, actually allow us to use new technology like satellite connectivity or perhaps low-grade connectivity, which otherwise might not be sufficiently good to actually provide those services.